allowing so many other women to live out their dreams.
They're coming, the twins are coming.
Yeah, I'm starting to sweat. Cash, you're the cutest boy I've ever seen. Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is so mind-blowing to me that the last video that I posted was a year ago, and I have just felt this desire to share more. We have had just a whirlwind of a year, and it's so crazy because I was actually showing Josh this post that I made December 27th, 2020, and it talks about what can change in 1 year. We weren't pregnant then, and we didn't know if we were going to get pregnant or transfer or any of that kind of stuff anytime soon. And so it's just so crazy to like reflect back on where we were and where we are today. And I felt like there was no better time to just dive right back into making videos and just sharing things that I have been learning that I'm really passionate about. One of those things is having a baby. So we are about to have a baby. It could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 4 weeks to 6 weeks. I don't even know. I'm currently 36 weeks and a couple of days, so almost at 37 weeks. And I have basically just educated myself on labor and delivery and educated myself on what kind of birth plan I want. And when I was processing what that looked like for us, processing with Josh, praying about it, I felt like the Lord was very clear. Don't trust a plan, trust me in the labor and delivery process. I don't know about any of you guys, but I definitely have had some insecurities and fears around birth and tearing, and the Lord just gave me so much peace. Like whatever you decide, whatever you and Josh decide as a couple in bringing this baby to the world, trust me over a plan, over a doctor, over a situation, all that good stuff. So we have made the decision to go with home birth. We will obviously keep our hands open with that plan. We know that things can happen and change at the last minute, but as of now, we are training and preparing, and we have been this whole pregnancy for home birth. And so I wanted to share with you guys because I truly never thought, and even my closest friends here are like, I never thought you would do this, Courtney. Because this was never like, I didn't grow up like, I'm gonna have a home birth. Like this was just, then we got pregnant and then we made the decision that we wanted to pursue home birth. So I was starting at ground zero. I had no understanding of how things worked. I felt like I needed to really research and train and prepare mentally, physically, all of the things in order to have a successful home birth. And we'll see, we still haven't had the baby yet, but I wanted to share with you guys what I am doing, because I know that I have been someone that has researched a lot in preparation for our home birth. And so I just want to share with you guys what I'm doing as we lead up to the final weeks. All of none of this is medical advice. None of this is, I am not a doctor, I am not licensed, I'm just sharing the research that I have put together and what I'm going through. So first thing is that I'm definitely continuing my workouts, and I'm walking every single day as much as I can. Squats and just physical movement is so important to your labor and delivery process as well as your healing postpartum. So that's the first thing that I'm doing, and I will share down below if you want to get in touch with me about the workouts that I do. All of them are prenatal and designed for the trimester that I'm in, so they can support what is happening in my body during that specific trimester. And I believe wholeheartedly that these workouts have prepared my body to be in the best shape for labor and delivery, which is going to be the hardest workout that I've ever gone through. So that's step number one. Step number two is that I have been taking these probiotics. So I'm on just a normal probiotic, and then I'm on a oral probiotic for my uterine tract, and this is called Femdopolis. I will link these below as well, and this is just something that my midwife has suggested. I don't like taking pills, so I actually open up the capsules and I throw it into my shake that I have every single day. So that's the second thing that I've been doing just to prepare, especially for home birth, making sure that the canal that the baby comes out of is as healthy as it can be and being proactive with that. We will test all of that good stuff this week so that she can make sure that everything is good to go. So again, just another step of being at home versus, you know, going through the normal channel with a hospital. The third thing that I have been doing, not consistently, but as much as I remember and as much as Josh is available, because it's really hard to do by yourself as you get older, or as you get bigger, sorry. And it's kind of awkward, to be honest. I hate it so much, and it's just awkward in general, but you know what? If it prevents tearing, I am all about it. And that is the perineal massage. So I actually ordered this perineum support massage oil off Etsy, put it on there, and then you can YouTube how to do perineal massage. And this is supposed to help with perineal tearing. And I'm just really nervous about tearing and the suturing after, which is not a big deal. My midwife is equipped for that. But again, I just want to make sure that I can do the things that I can to prepare my body as best as possible. The next thing that I have been doing recently is taking gentle birth tincture, and this is something that I've read a lot about in Facebook groups and just women who have had incredible labors and deliveries. I think I started weeks 36. It's like basically the last month. And I believe this is actually working, because when I started taking it, I felt like I started noticing things changing in my body. And when I went to my chiropractor appointment yesterday, she was like, I think the baby might be coming sooner than you think. Another thing that I just started doing that they say helps with tearing is evening primrose oil. So I'm taking this orally right now once a day, and then next week I will start inserting it vaginally. I hope there's no guys watching this. I don't know why there would be guys watching this, but anyway, they suggest actually poking little holes in the capsule before you insert it vaginally, but they say that it helps with softening the cervix and just preparing your body. The next thing is tea. So a lot of people drink raspberry leaf tea. My midwife suggests this herbal blend with other things within it, because she has seen it prove to work really well for just really managing hemorrhaging and managing recovery and just endurance during labor. So I ordered bulk tea. I will put the recipe and all of that in the description below, as well as this little thing. It's awesome. It normally has like a little leaf diffuser type thing. So you put the loose leaf tea inside the hot water, and then you let it sit. This is a bit dark, so she wants me to dilute this, but 1 to 2 quarts a day. I'm doing is chiropractic care with a Webster certified chiropractor, and I've been doing that pretty much since like halfway through my pregnancy, I want to say. I've been doing it for like a while. Definitely through my 3rd trimester, and I think it has been crucial in just positioning and setting my body up for success, especially those that are not super flexible. I know my hips are not really loose and flexible, so this has been great in just positioning, and I work out a lot, so that's also great for just keeping my body prepared and in sync and intact. I also have been doing acupuncture as of 4 or 5 weeks ago, so probably around the 30-week mark I started acupuncture. My midwife really believes in that with swelling, so it has helped me manage feet swelling. It hasn't taken it completely away, but it has helped it. And then also they have a couple of points that they will do starting this next week that will help bring labor and delivery on in time. Birth ball exercises have been huge in just making sure that baby is in position. Going with my midwife and going with home birth in particular, I'm not doing a lot of ultrasound, so I don't know where the baby is at except for where she's feeling it. So for me, that has been really, really important that I'm taking time to do, things like spinning babies and birth ball exercises to keep my hips open, to keep space there, and to keep baby in position or encourage baby into the right position. And then in the next week or so, we'll be adding in the Miles circuit. The next thing that I wanted to share with you guys is a couple of oils that I ordered for labor and delivery, because I don't know what labor and delivery feels like, and it's probably gonna be painful. So I was like, okay, let's get some oils up in here. So there's one that's called Push It, and this is what you put on your lower back every 2 hours from the time that labor begins until transition. And then this oil is for labor support, so during labor as well. And they all do different things. And then this one is actually, I think, for transition. So you roll this on your back and neck, chest, and wrists during transition to help with transition. So those oils will be part of my journey as well to just help with labor and delivery process. But and then the final thing that I'm doing in preparation is just freezing meals. I have been trying to be intentional to freeze a meal here and there and just kind of stock up our freezer pile for postpartum recovery as well, and just making sure that I'm getting some meals that are nutrient dense for the postpartum recovery. And I will share some recipes and links below for that as well. I'm just really trying to do all of the things. And I guess my final encouragement for those that are interested or pursuing home birth is to take a class. I took the pain-free birth class with Karen. I will link that below as well. And both Josh and I have watched those episodes and they have been so educational. Wherever you decide to birth, I highly, highly, highly recommend that course, because you know what it should feel like, what it should be like, what are the stages, and just having that empowerment as a woman and as a mom, like, this is my body and I am created to do this. And so I just found it to be super empowering. So that is what I have been doing in preparation for home birth. If you guys have questions, comment those below. I'd love to hear